Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and this is your tarot card of the day for Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. The card we have today is the Fool, and this one comes to us from artist Michael Calandra from the Calandra Tarot, and it's available through U.S. game systems. So we start the day with the moon still in Taurus, its sign of exaltation, where it will sextile Venus, but it's very, very early when this takes place, and also very, very early when the moon moves into Gemini, where it will sextile Neptune in Aries, trine Pluto in Aquarius, and sextile Mars in Leo. All sounds kind of pleasant, doesn't it? Now, in talking about the Fool card today, all right, there's a two-part kind of thing going on here that I want to bring up, because if you are to look, Google, wherever, and say, what, zodiac sign does the Fool Tarot card represent? Well, here in America, where I am, you're going to see that it says the sign of Pisces. Well, that makes sense, right? Of course it makes sense. We consider the Fool to be, naive and unaware of the ways of the world. And then there's, and I don't know what made me look for this today, but I just really wanted to talk about it, because we also have, the sign of Aquarius. Very spontaneous, very, jumping in feet first without thinking about anything or the consequences or, what might happen. Either way, they can be some foolish moves. Now, my card reader gut of many, many years, is telling me that both of these are applicable today, which is why I was drawn to go see, what we want to talk about. Because today we're on the last day of Venus in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so we've got love and money matters covered there. And tomorrow it will be moving into Aries, where it first began its retrograde a ways back. Remember that? And then, of course, we have Pluto in Aquarius. You forgot there was Aquarius energy out there, didn't you? Pluto in Aquarius stationing, which makes it very, very powerful, to go retrograde on May the 4th. Right now we're in a retrograde free zone, which is great, but it doesn't mean we don't feel these stationing planets. So, either one is, definitely going to apply. It depends upon who you are, what you're affected by, but sometimes you might want to stop and think before you do something that's foolish, before you do something that's just a little out of character. But then again, who knows? Perhaps it could even be a great adventure. Sometimes being spontaneous and flying by the seat of your pants is the best thing you can do. But it is, after all, a Tuesday, and only you know if that's entirely possible. I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.